Hi, my name is Joshua Lamb, and I'm one of the co-creators of I Am Champion. Today I'm just going to go over what we've been doing for the last month or so, and our beta packs, what's inside of them, and what to expect for our Kickstarter, and what's going to be inside those packs. So let's begin. These beta packs. Now we've been giving away some of these packs throughout the couple months, but then last couple weeks we decided, you know what, we want to get these for sale and see what people do and purchase them and get their hands on it to play with their friends, family, and loved ones. Sure enough, the moment we put them up, it didn't take but a week and a half and we were sold out. Crazy. So we thank you, community, and all you supporters for purchasing all our packs and just showcasing them, as well as giving us great feedback and telling us how much you love them, playing with your kids, and it's been a great encouragement with this game so far. It's fun to hear that you guys love the characters and you think they're funny and they're fun and really cool design, because they are cool design. They've got these really retro vibes to them. Jessie, the artist, did an amazing job of creating each character uniquely to something that kind of relates back to the 90s and the 80s, because we're 90s kids. We grew up on Pokemon and Magic the Gathering and stuff and collecting, and we really love those games. We love the collectability, we love the gameplay. And creating this game was something that we worked really hard on to feed all those feelings that we had when we were younger. And Jessie just really nailed it on all of this, and definitely give him props on that. You can check him out on his Instagram on SpaceStrangerCo, at SpaceStrangerCo. Yeah. Anyways, I'll put the link below so you can find him. But yeah, so people have been purchasing it and giving us feedback on Discord and telling us what they think. And if you don't know about Discord, we have a Discord that I'll leave the link below, and you can join our community and talk about the game and see what we've been doing and see what people have been saying. Please join. That link will also be below. But yeah, so let's get into the pack though. So in one of these beta packs, you have 10 cards. Now the original packs are going to be 15 cards. That gives you the ability to play with 2 other friends, a dog, a mailman, or some stranger. But these only gives you the ability to play with 1 other person. That's 5 and 5. Unless you want to do 1 and 1, that's fine. You can do war style. This game is meant to be a simple game to explain, so that way you don't really need a rule card. It's pretty self-explanatory, but there's one in there. Each of these cards comes with stats, the attack and defense. That's pretty simple to explain. And then you got an ability that's decided by a dice roll. Now that's a little bit different from other games, because usually when you play, you need to have energy cards or land cards or anything of that such. We didn't want all that. We wanted every single card in these packs to mean something, to be valuable, to be collectible. That way when you open it, you're not just tossing away stuff you don't need. Also, these cards are a little bit thicker than normal cards. This is a hard stock to make you feel like an old school card game. We were trying to get as close as to the cardboard feel as possible, and we're getting there. We got there. I think this pack here just really feels like you got it from the 90s. The colors and the characters totally push off that vibe. So you get 10 cards in the beta packs, but you will get 15 from now on further. Also, in each pack, you get these cool little stickers and these tattoos. These removable tattoos are fun because, back in the day, you used to open stuff and you get bubble gum, you get all kinds of weird things in your card decks. But we like the removable tattoos. That way you can sport it and look cool to all your friends. Also, these stickers. These stickers are fun because who doesn't love stickers? I don't know a single person who doesn't love a sticker. Have you ever handed someone a sticker and they're like, nah, I don't like it? No, usually they stick it on something, or they at least take it. So we got those in there, and we're going to have collectible stickers in our packs coming up for our Kickstarter and further, okay? So that's going to be fun. Each season, we're going to be launching printed collectible stickers, so you want to collect them all. I used to have a sticker book that I collected, and it had all kinds of fun ones, like Popeye and Disney characters and all stuff like that. I don't know where it went to. I wish I knew. But anyways, so in one pack, you get tattoos, stickers, 10 cards, or 15 for the Kickstarter, and some really cool retro, tiny, non-edible, please don't eat them, dice, okay? Original dice wouldn't fit in these things. It'd be a hassle to try. So we found these online, and these are cool. These are rad. That way, when you get out of, you just pull up on a pack and you want to play with your friend, right then and there, you guys can play. Now, how does that work? You're probably wondering how this game really works in the general sense, so let me just show you. So when you have these cards, for example, we would play something like this, where we throw down a card, the other person would throw down their card, and they're just battling against each other. I would read off my ability for my character, which is Warhog. Your opponent is Warhog's, I can't even read upside down, let's try that again. Your opponent is showered with missiles. Roll both dice and add a higher number to your attack. So this one has a 2 dice roll. What I would do is roll 2 dice, or if only you had one, roll it twice, and whichever the higher number is, I would choose, which is a 5 here. So my 5 would go to my attack, so that would make him a 10-5, versus Scab's, which is only a 0-4. That's gonna be brutal. But his says, the need to eat brains overcomes your new programming. Use number rolled as an attack. Well, let's see. Boom. He rolls a 4. So now he's a 4-4 against a 10-5. There's no way he's gonna beat Warhog. So Warhog's 10 attack drops him down to a -6. And when his 4 attack goes down to, well, he's still alive. He's only a 1. He's still so he is the champion. This guy goes to the graveyard, and he goes into your champion deck to be played on the next round with your friend or whoever you're playing against. Simple as that. We did this because we love quick games that have fun and the game is balanced. One of the hardest parts of introducing a trading card game with friends and family and people is that they feel like they have to learn so many new rules. There's a lot of collectability, lore. Some of these games have such super complex strategic ways of playing, which is fun, but now that we're in our older age, we have friends who just want to play board games and things that kind of are interactive. But we realized there was a strong need for cards to be in that realm. And as well as we wanted to feed the things, like I said before, which is collecting trading cards. Each one of these cards are limited print. They're all collectible. You're going to want to trade, even the common ones are going to be collectible, because each season we're going to be coming out with another 50 to 100 of cards each year, hoping to have 300 characters for people to collect and trade. That's great for the TCGers, the trading card gamers, but for the people who are just playing, we wanted to make this simple, so that's why we made the dice involved into it. That way, when they play this game, the person who has mastered the game and has built their deck, even as strong with the strongest characters and the highest stats, the person who is just across the board who just picked this game up a few seconds ago still has a chance to win. For example, King Frog here, wherever he's at, let's see, King Frog. Some of our characters have abilities where if you roll a number, you're able to kill your opponent right then and there. Bada boom, bada bang. That's a 1 in 6 chance. And then you have other characters who steal opponents' attacks. You have some that double up on just the attack or defense. This way, people can play and still have a chance of winning, even if they are going up against someone who is seasoned in the game. This is super important because we also wanted to have families play. That's the parents and the kids. Kids love getting into this kind of stuff. I know I did, but I was never going to go to my dad and be like, hey, let's play this, this game, of cards. They're gonna look at me like, I have no idea how to play. The characters and stuff like that look way too different from when I was growing up and such. Well, that's why we hit this retro vibe, because it not only hits with the older generation, but the younger kids too. Parents and kids are able to play, and then the parents are able to win, the kids are able to win. It's going back and forth. It's a fun, simple game. But another thing is that we have friends at our age that we want to play against too, and they enjoy it as well. It doesn't feel too childish, it's humorous, and it's great for parties. With all of that, we've also created like really cool holo cards to collect. These guys are in super limited print. We'll be giving out these in the month of Halloween. Halloween, you get it? And that's gonna be fun. So keep an eye out for this kind of stuff, because these are really rare, and when Kickstarter starts, there's no more prints of these bad boys. What to expect for the Kickstarter cards? Here's what we're gonna do. We have some stretch goals of creating a story mode, so that way when you get this, you're able to play a one-player story mode. You can play one player already. We have this one called arcade mode, where you kind of put your cards out in front of you. We have a good shuffle of champions against your selected champions of 5 versus 10. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be challenging for you to play. It's kind of like a solitaire meets war for the one-player mode. But we wanted something a little bit more strategic, something that had more character to it, something that had more storyline to it. So story mode is going to actually come a little bit later if we can reach that stretch goal, because we're going to have to create the mat to be presentable for people to play and put their cards and actually choose which route they're going to do it to win and get to the final boss. It's super fun, it's super neat, but that's only if we can get there. That's going to take a little bit more effort, and we're hoping that you, the community, are able to get us to that point. But you still have arcade mode, which is still one player too. Now, with the new Kickstarter packs, you're going to have 15 cards to play with 2 other friends or family, like I mentioned before, but you're also going to have collectible stickers, not just these stickers, but stickers that are collectible and rare, their own rarities. That's going to be neat. You'll still have the dice. You'll have a mat, which will come into it, that is a fold-out paper mat that will allow you to play against your friends. So you can have your graveyard and your revive pod and your places to put everything, so that way you guys can see where how to play, kind of like a battlefield, right? And on the other side, you'll have your story mode. On that mat, you'll also have a graph, a diagram that shows you what points, subtractions, for attacks and defense. That's why it's much easier for kids and even adults, because I'm not that great at math, to straight up and look. And so if I'm a 5 attack and you're a this is what the points will be, you're dead, comparable, right? That'll be on there, as well as the rule book will be on there as well. Everything, bada boom, bada bing. All in a pack. Now, most of the people may think that this is a booster pack. This is not a booster pack for us. This is our game, all in one. One of these things will be able to play with 3 different people, as well as have everything included, plus goodies. Most games where you're going to have a box and you're just going to have a lot of things into it, we wanted this to be able to fit in your pocket and just take it around and play. Now, we are going to have a party box pack coming up in the Kickstarter, which is going to have more cards in it and more dice and things in it, so that way people who just want to play, who are in a party mode and don't want to collect, can be able to play and enjoy the game as well. And if they enjoy it, they can start collecting and then collecting our champion packs. Now, we have different rarities: common, uncommon, rare, super rare, and we even have a Sonic Titan rare. But we'll let you know about those Sonic Titan rares, because those are special. For now, I just want to show you a little bit of our cards and kind of who our characters are and how they play. I'm not going to go through all of them because there's a lot, but for example, we have here Lionheart. He's a common, and his attack's obviously a little bit lower than some of your rares, but it doesn't mean he can't win, because comparable to some other characters, he could pull it off. Smash your opponent with a club. If a 4, 5, or 6 is rolled, add +3 to your attack, so he can be a 4/2. Now, Sugar Puff here, he's a fun one. A lot of people like him, her, I don't know. It's a robot assassin, that's for sure, and it's very cute. Assassinate. If a 2 is rolled, Sugar Puff uses his radical ninja skills to sneak behind his opponent and strike. You win. Now that's pretty cool. So if you roll that 2, straight up slice and dice, but he's a 5/5. One of my favorite cards, Duke Blaster, Laser Beam. If a 1 or 6 is rolled, Duke blasts your opponent into smithereens and you win. So that's 2 chances for you to straight up win. But he's a 3/6, nice card. He's on, I think he is on the rare side of cards. And let's go to one of our super rares. Let's find one of those guys. Here we go. Calumet. Not sure where his rarity is at actually, but he's one of our strongest cards. And Dragon Breath, he's already an 8/5, so he's a strong attack. Summon Dragon Protection and reduce opponent's attack by half. Now, if you're going to get somebody strong as well, their attack is, and this guy right here is going to destroy. He's an amazing card to have. Definitely one that I always put in my arsenal if I'm going against people who have strong cards as well. But the cool thing about our game is that a lot of our cards have unique characteristics to them, where they can do multiple abilities or even takeaway abilities or recall abilities, and this way there's always an option for you to win no matter what. It's just about you collecting and building your deck to play against others. So some of these things will be enhanced and advanced so that to make the gameplay a little bit more fun. So what I'm telling you right now will just probably just get better and change a little bit so that way the experience is that much more fun for everybody of all ages. We've tested it with 7-year-olds all the way up to 40-year-olds, and everyone seems to love it and enjoy it. Now, there's going to be a limited amount of giveaways, so please stay tuned. Join our newsletter on our website, www.imchampiontcg.com. If you haven't already, to stay tuned for them because we are going to give some of these away, and these will be our super rare packs before our full launch of the game. The Kickstarter is going to have a whole bunch of different tiers to select from, so you can collect however many you want or whatever style you want to play, as well as for local game stores to have their collection as well. Now, we have some game stores that are already designating us with some days to play and showcasing a game, which is fantastic. And we really want to promote that too, and those game stores. So stay tuned to our newsletter as well as our Discord and our Instagram, which is at IamChampionTCG. Please follow us there because a lot of our stuff comes up in our funny videos and things like that will be there as well. But that's it. This is our game in a nutshell. It's a fun, happy, simple, just lighthearted game that has the ability to be easy for anybody who's just joining in, but also complex and unique to build deck building for people who are trading card gamers like myself and Jessie. Now, each year we're going to be presenting a lot more cards, so there will be no stagnation. Is that a word? It won't be stagnant on making cards and cool characters. As well as we have a lot of plans for trying to create this into an online card game and stuff. So there's a great future ahead of us, and we thank you all supporters and the community. We really want to show our appreciation and say thank you. And yeah, just follow, like, subscribe on our YouTube because this is going to be picking up a lot more with the content that we're creating. And until next time, and until the next update, we'll see you soon. Remember that you're a champion.